Hello, and welcome back to another Daily Games video. I didn't record an episode last night. I streamed, and I just wasn't feeling it. I wanted to watch the Survivor finale. I was just like, I'm not going to do it. Sue me. But we're recording tonight, and I just got out of Top Gun Maverick. It's like 1 a.m. Oh my god. Is it the best movie of all time? No, it's certainly not. Is it a good movie? Who's to say? Is it an unbelievable experience that could only be realized through the big screen? Absolutely. I had a blast. I already want to go see it again. I laughed. I cried. I got goosebumps. The whole 9 yards. Go see it if you have a chance. It's amazing. Anyway, enough of that. Worldle. I don't know what this is. I was looking at it while I was setting up the recording, and I'm torn. Clearly we have a coast right here. This is not a land border, obviously. At first I was like, maybe, because this straight line down here is what's freaking me out. So that there is a land border to the south. It's just not the whole south. So at first I was like, maybe this is Bangladesh, even though it doesn't really look like Bangladesh, just because I know it has a weird border situation with India. It has all kinds of enclaves and exclaves that they've kind of sorted out over the last 10, 15 years, but still not completely fixed. But Bangladesh does not look like this. It's more regular shaped. It doesn't curve around and have this little tail. So now I'm thinking possibly Central America. This is not... so it's got to be on the east coast of something, because there's a coastline right here. It's not anywhere on the east coast of Africa, as far as I can tell in my mind's eye. It's not in Europe. I don't think this is an island. So that really only leaves us with the Americas. And I believe I could buy this being like Belize, Nicaragua, Honduras. It's not Guatemala, and it's not El Salvador. I know that for sure. And it's not Panama. It could be I would say it's either Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, or Belize. I don't know which to guess. Belize is very small. But again, I've said it 100 times, when on Worldle, small countries and large countries get distorted because they get blown up / shrunk down to fit this particular size. And it always throws me off. What now? What would have a straight border? I feel like Belize and Honduras have a straight border. I don't know that maybe Costa Rica and Panama have a straight border. I don't think Nicaragua has a straight border with anything. Or maybe it does with El Salvador, but now I'm trying to think of where would El Salvador fit right here, or would it be down here? My Central American geography is failing me at the moment, which is upsetting. I'm pretty confident that's the region we're in. I'm gonna go with Nicaragua. I think. I've talked myself out of Honduras entirely. Belize, I think this is the weird shape. Although the straight line makes me think Belize more than anything. But I'm gonna go with Nicaragua. Holy shit, we're not even close. I have no idea what this is. So now this makes me think it's like, I don't know, 13,000 kilometers. I was going to say that makes me think east coast of Africa, but I actually think we might be even further. 13,000 kilometers is a long way. But I don't know what this could possibly be. There's no way this is like Cambodia, right? That would be insane. This isn't Tanzania. This isn't Kenya. Maybe this is an island, but then what would it be? Oh, wait. Maybe this is Oman. Oman does, like, angle up, because the Arabian Peninsula, like, tilts up, like, northeast. Maybe the UAE would be over here. This could be the UAE, honestly. I feel like this is... No, the UAE wouldn't have this. It's more horizontal. But this... I feel like Oman is also more horizontal, or at least diagonal. This is pretty vertical. I don't think this is Oman, but I'm gonna go with it. Maybe. No, I was gonna say Pakistan, but the coast would be reversed. The coast would be over here, and this would be a land border. I hate this. I truly hate this. It's not Oman. I know it's not, but I gotta move on. We are in Africa. Is this just... This isn't Somalia. It could be... No, Djibouti wouldn't make any sense. Would it? It's not Eritrea. It's not Ethiopia. Is it Tanzania? That would be so embarrassing. No, it's not. I know it's not. What the fuck? I hate this. I'm gonna go with Tanzania, but it's not. I swear on my life, it's not Tanzania. I told you. Are you telling me this is Kenya? This is not Kenya. There's a 0% chance. Maybe it's a lake border? Maybe this is Ethiopia? That would be upsetting. That would be deeply, deeply upsetting. No. Uganda. If it's a lake border, this could be Lake Victoria down here. Oh my god. It never occurred to me that it wasn't an ocean border. Or a coastline. It's a lake coast, not an ocean coast. Oh my god. How was I supposed to know? I'm so stupid. No one look at me. That's so embarrassing. Look, there it is, Lake Victoria. Isn't that like the biggest... It's not the biggest lake in the world, but it's also not the deepest, but it's something. It has some superlative attached to it. There's all those islands. You can see the coast of Uganda right there. I guess I'll go Uganda. Pretty close. Honestly, we're in Africa for sure. Or like Yemen or Saudi Arabia. Let's go west. Let's go to Nigeria. No, let's go further than that. Let's go to Ghana. Wrong direction. Alright, let's go south. I think that means we need to go south. Lesotho. Ooh. I guess we need to go north, actually. When I said south, I meant north. You see, you didn't understand properly. I actually meant north. So, that's your bad, but that's okay. It happens sometimes. Holy shit. What? I was just... Okay, I mean, I guess maybe I'm getting kind of good at estimating distances. Yeah, I feel like all of those were roughly the same distance from Uganda away that I guessed. That was very convenient. It was Jordan. Moving on to Flagle. Let's go with old Michael Jordan here. No, that would be Cambodia. A very cool flag. I believe that's Angkor Wat. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what that is. I can't imagine. Or either that or another structure of similar historicity. Yesterday, so I didn't record an episode, but I did play the games, and you'll never fucking guess what Framed was yesterday. It was 28 days later. The day after, the same day for me, because I recorded, I don't even know what today is. This video is for the 27th. I'm recording it on the 26th. On the 25th, I recorded the 25th episode, because I recorded that episode very late in the afternoon. I normally record these at midnight, but anyway, whatever. So on the 25th, the Actorle actor was Brendan Gleeson, and I got it because of 28 Days Later. And I was like, I just watched 28 Days Later yesterday on the 25th, which was the 24th. Sorry, this is all very confusing, I know. Anyway, I watched 28 Days Later on the 24th for the first time in my life. On the 25th, Brendan Gleeson was on Actorle, and I got it because of 28 Days Later. Then on the 26th, 28 Days Later was the Framed answer, and Brendan Gleeson was the first picture on Framed, and I fucking got it, of course, because I just watched the movie, and I was very tempted to... I was like, oh my god, I have to record, because this is so crazy. I just talked about 6 hours ago how I just watched 28 Days Later on yesterday's episode. And I was like, I'm going to like fake this whole thing. I'm going to record and I'm going to pretend that I didn't play any of these games. And then I thought about it for about 7 nanoseconds. And I was like, that's a fucking horrible idea. I would be terrible at faking. It would not be entertaining. And then I was like, maybe I could just like record framed and it'd be like a 60-second video and be like, holy fuck, look, it's Brendan Gleeson, just like we talked about. But I also decided that was stupid. So I was like, I'll just talk about it on the next episode. Sorry, I probably explained that very poorly. It's not nearly as exciting as I think it is, but it's just so random that 28 Days Later was an answer on Actorle and Framed on back-to-back days, and I happened to watch it the day before. It's so weird. Anyway, I don't know what this is. This looks like a comedy or something. It's obviously a bunch of young friends. Maybe this guy doesn't look very young. A family or something sitting on the beach around the campfire. I'm getting some Eternal Sunshine vibes, but I don't think that's right. I feel like there would be no people if this were Eternal Sunshine. Also getting like some Sideways vibes. I don't know. I'm not going to get it from this picture. Hello. Is this like Jaws? That would be unfortunate if I didn't get Jaws on the first guess. Oh my god. I've seen Jaws, it's only been once, and it wasn't nearly, normally I'm always like, oh, I saw this 10 years ago. I saw Jaws for the first time, like, 3 years ago. And it's fucking awesome, you know? It's Jaws, but I guess, yeah, this is like the very beginning of the movie. I just because I've only seen it once, it didn't spring to mind. It's really embarrassing that this is the picture I got it on, but like, what else could this be? I guess it could be like The Shallows or something like that, but whatever. Obviously you got the titular Jaws. You got Quint. What a banger. Actorle. This is not our last game today. I have a surprise in store for you. What have we got? Okay, so we've got Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 for sure. And then we've had Kill Bill, I can't remember, it was like Daryl Hannah or someone when Kill Bill came up a week or two ago. And they have, this is not a real movie. This pisses me off. This is like Kill Bill, the whole damn bloody affair, or whatever the hell it's called. It's not, it's like it's not a fan edit, but it's just a combination of the two movies together. It's not a real movie. And it has an 8.8 on IMDb. It pisses me off. But who's in Kill Bill? Well, obviously Uma Thurman. This is not Uma Thurman. There would be Pulp Fiction on here. This is not Daryl Hannah, because he's already come up, and it was a different list than this. Lucy Liu was the second person I guessed after Uma Thurman last time, and unfortunately, I think that's all I have. I'd never went and looked up the cast of Kill Bill. I have seen both Kill Bills. I think it was the same year I saw Jaws, 3 years ago. I don't remember who else is in it, though. It's just to me, it's just the Uma Thurman show. Lucy Liu is in it for sure. What else is Lucy Liu in? Isn't she's in Chicago, right? And that, I think this is Chicago. Musical, 2002. Yeah. This is Lucy Liu. This is Jerry Maguire. Yes, that's another thing that she's in. I've never seen it. Tom Cruise, Speaking of the Devil, Top Gun Maverick, Jerry Maguire. It's all full circle. Next, we just need 28 Days Later and Brendan Gleeson to get introduced into this somehow. I'm pretty sure this is Lucy Liu. And if it's not, I'm fucked, because I don't know anyone else in Kill Bill. Thank God. Alright, our success rate's still only 85%. I hate it being below 90%. Payback, don't know what that is. Detachment, I don't know what that is. This is fake. This pisses me off. But we're not done. I have one more game for you. This is a game I've been putting off playing on stream or video, whatever you want to call this, for over a month at this point. Because I'm afraid, A, of embarrassing myself, and B, that it might take a long time sometimes. But we're only 14 and a half, basically 15 minutes in right now. So I'm hoping I can crush this out in like 5 minutes. This is called Hollywoodle. I don't know why the logo is like, maybe because I have a dark mode extension and it's not actually supposed to look like this. But yeah, it's called Hollywoodle. It's basically like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees of separation. It's a very common game. It's in the Cinephile card game if you've ever played that. But they give you an actor, and they give you a starting actor and a target actor, and you have to connect them using movies. Either a movie like if Ray Liotta and Christopher Lee, for example, have been in a movie together. I don't think they have, but maybe they have. Then you could get it in one link. But otherwise, you would have to go through connections. So, like, say, I mean, we're about to do it, but I tested this yesterday just to make sure that I didn't embarrass myself. It was Anne Hathaway was the target, and who was the start? I already forgot. Vanessa Kirby. So I knew that Anne Hathaway. I knew a lot of people that Anne Hathaway was in a movie in, but I only knew like 2 movies Vanessa Kirby was in, and that's Mission Impossible Fallout and Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and Furious spinoff. And so I was like, has Anne Hathaway been in a movie with Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, anyone from Hobbs and Shaw, Idris Elba? I couldn't think of anything. So I was like, okay, has she been in a movie with anyone from Mission Impossible? And it was like Tom Cruise, the other people from Mission Impossible, and I was like, I don't think so. So I was like, okay, what movies has Anne Hathaway been in that would have been with one of those people? Or that like someone else in a movie that Anne Hathaway was in, I'm explaining this poorly, would have been in. Eventually I was like, okay, Morgan Freeman was in The Dark Knight Rises with Anne Hathaway. Morgan Freeman and Tom Cruise were in Oblivion in like 2013, 2012, whenever that was, together. And Tom Cruise was in Mission Impossible Fallout with Vanessa Kirby. So I did Tom Cruise, bang. Or no, I guess you do the movie first. So I did Mission Impossible Fallout, Tom Cruise, Oblivion, Morgan Freeman, The Dark Knight Rises. And that was the connection. It was like 3 movies, I think, is your final score. We're about to see how it works. I don't know if I can do this. Obviously, if you keep up with movie news, Ray Liotta died today. It's very sad. But I only know like 2 movies that Ray Liotta was in. It's Goodfellas and No Sudden Move, the Steven Soderbergh movie from last year. So my thing is like, who... I don't think I'm going to be able to connect Christopher Lee to Robert De Niro. I'm sure you could very easily do it, but there's it's an overwhelming amount of possibilities. So I'm going to start with No Sudden Move. Who's in No Sudden Move? Benicio del Toro. Holy shit, I can't remember who else is in No Sudden Move. It's such a good movie. Matt Damon. Who's the other guy? There's Benicio del Toro and another guy are like the protagonists. Matt Damon is the bad guy, one of the bad guys. It's not Jeremy Renner, is it? Fuck. I can't remember. Maybe. Okay, hold on. Benicio del Toro was in The Last Jedi, Star Wars Episode 8. Christopher Lee is in Episode 2 and Episode 3. So there has to be a way to connect Benicio del Toro, who's in The Last Jedi that's also in the prequels. Ewan McGregor his voice is in The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker. I don't think it's in The Last Jedi. Mark Hamill's not in the prequels. The droids, R2 and C-3PO. Anthony Daniels plays C-3PO. Okay, I think that's our path. So we go Ray Liotta to No Sudden Move. Bang. Correct. Ray Liotta did act in No Sudden Move. If you've guessed a movie that they're not in, or an actor that's not in the movie, your score goes up by like 3 or something like that. So now I have to name an actor in No Sudden Move who also starred with Christopher Lee. That's not possible because Christopher Lee, as far as I know, is not in a movie with anyone in No Sudden Move. I might be wrong, but the way I'm going to go is Benicio del Toro. Benicio del Toro did act in No Sudden Move. Your total moves increased by 1 move. So we're not going to get this in a very small amount of moves, but hopefully this is a good explanation of the process. I'm sure there's faster ways to get this. When we're done, they'll show us the top 10 most common paths taken. So from here, we're going to The Last Jedi. Correct. Benicio del Toro did act in Star Wars The Last Jedi. And then from there, we're going to Anthony Daniels. Surely he's in The Last Jedi. I actually don't remember what C-3PO was doing in The Last Jedi. That's when he got the red arm, right? What was going... Or no, that was in The Force Awakens. God, I hope he's in this. He's in every movie. Of course he is. Okay. Anthony Daniels was in The Last Jedi. Now we're going to Attack of the Clones. Bang. Well, it's an honor just to be nominated. I guess that means that I didn't do a good job, but I did do it. I found 3 degrees of separation between Ray Liotta and Christopher Lee. You were able to connect them in 5 movies. I don't think I named 5 movies. I named 1, 2, 3 movies. I suppose you're including the actors I connected them with. Your path was the 18th most popular today. 1 other player played the same path as you today. Let's look at today's top paths. 2 degrees of separation. So it looks like not very many people play this game. But players have found 97... Yeah, 166 players have played. Okay. Or completed, at least. 97 unique paths. The lowest degree of separation found are 2, so they're not in a movie together. Not super surprising. The highest is 11. I really wish I could look at the 11. Oh my god, that's insane. Ray Liotta to Goodfellas, that's not surprising. Samuel L. Oh my god. How did I not think of that? I forgot Samuel L. Jackson's in Goodfellas. Yep, that makes sense. Ray Liotta to Blow, I haven't seen it. Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I forgot Christopher Lee was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, even though I just rewatched that less than a year ago, because I went on a Tim Burton journey. He's his father, of course. What a weird, amazing movie. Ray Liotta to Field of Dreams, to James Earl Jones, to Revenge of the Sith. Did not know James Earl Jones was in Field of Dreams. It's a shit movie. Sorry. In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale. I don't know what this is, but I must watch this post-haste. I'm watching this weekend. You have my word. John Rhys-Davies, a.k.a. Gimli, the God? What is this movie? That's the best title I've ever heard, and it has John Rhys-Davies in it. 2, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Goodfellas, Samuel L. Jackson, Revenge of the Sith. So this is the same as number 1. They just went to Revenge of the Sith instead of Attack of the Clones. This is the same as the other one, except instead of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they went through Sleepy Hollow. Goodfellas, Joe Pesci, Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, the Good Son, Elijah Wood, The Fellowship of the Ring. 5 people did that? That's crazy. But only 1 other person took my path? I mean, I know No Sudden Move is not like the most popular. This is the same again, except instead of Charlie and Dark Shadow, or Sleepy Hollow, they did Dark Shadows. Lots of Johnny Depp, Christopher Lee overlap because of the Tim Burton connection. Is Christopher Lee is the dad in Edward Scissorhands, right? Or wait, no, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. If Dark Shadows is on here, but Edward Scissorhands is not, I'm going to lose my mind. Muppets from Space, Frank Oz, did not know about any... I mean, that makes sense. I haven't seen any Muppets movie, don't crucify me. But yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I should have thought of that. Marriage Story. Ray Liotta's in Marriage... Oh, is he he's Adam Driver's lawyer, isn't he? Oh my god, I didn't think of that. And then they went through Star Wars. Okay, cool. I really like this game. I will try to include it more often. I'm just afraid that some days it's going to take like 20 minutes. But I guess we'll take it as it comes. I definitely inflated the length of this episode by taking my time and over-explaining what I was doing, but hopefully you still found a way to enjoy it, and I think this might be, maybe not a permanent fixture, but a mainstay of this series moving forward. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you like this game, if you like this series, please leave me feedback, like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.